AsiaStar, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm cooling. How you doing?
Yeah, awesome. Obviously, it's afternoon in DC right now, right?
Yep, afternoon. It's like around 4:30.
So welcome to HopeJamz. And I've been a fan of yours for a little while now, like listening to your tracks, and I just love them, like the way you rap. I think it's your voice. It's kind of a husky voice you got, and when you're rapping, it just sounds good.
Man, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so tell us a bit about yourself. Like, I think there are some listeners that do know you, because I've spoken to a few people, and they've all said like, yeah, AsiaStar, I know AsiaStar from online. So, but for the ones that don't know you, give yourself a brief introduction of who you are.
So my name is AsiaStar. I'm a hip hop artist from the DMV. That's the DC, Maryland, and Virginia, out in Washington D.C. And I'm a inspirational hip hop artist.
That's wicked. And how long you been in the game now?
Well, I've been rapping for quite some time, but when I started rapping back when I was a teenager, but I stopped after I was secular artist. And when I stopped for 8 years.
Whoa. And
really created a foundation with God before I started again. So I've been doing it this way for about 3.5 years.
Yeah, so that's a CHH game, you mean? You've been in the CHH for 3 years.
Yep.
And within that time, how many EPs and stuff have you released?
Love and Pain is actually my first.
But you've done quite a lot of singles before that, right, and collaborations?
Yeah, singles and collaborations with a few artists.
Yeah, and you've
got 3 or 4 of them before.
Yeah, that's why I checked you out in the SoundCloud. You've got quite a lot of music on there. Yeah, I love the way, like I say, I love the way you rap. And you've actually got a son, right, as well, who does rapping as well?
I do. His name is K-Rob.
Yeah, K-Rob. We're going to check him out. He's on one of the tracks I got. He's on Own It.
He on Own It, yep.
And he's got his own EP coming out in a little while as well, right?
Yeah, he had an EP coming out by June. We don't have a definite date, but definitely by June.
Yeah, I've seen some of those Facebook videos you're making when you're in the studio with him. Sounds good.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We got a couple of things coming out. We got a few more videos from Ash. Definitely should play that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, well, you need to share it with HopeJamz first of all. Yeah, we'll play it every time.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. I mean, I love the way you rap. I keep saying it, but I do. It's like the females coming up is like the female MCs. They often get a bad rap because people literally think they can't rap for some reason. But I know it's not true. And yeah, your style of rapping is awesome. I love it.
Thank you.
Tell us a bit more about, if you want to, if you don't mind, going into before, you were saying you were doing secular music before. So how did you get started in that even?
Well, actually, I've always, from a little girl, would rap and make up stories and rap. I was inspired by so many, groups before me. And just living in the inner city where I'm from and having parents on drugs, it's just that, the secular life is what's handed to you first.
Yeah.
If that's what, the life your parents live. So my music would be what everybody was listening to around me. And then God found me. When you say you found God, but clearly I found God. He took me and cleaned me off and opened my eyes to see what was really real through music. I wasn't ready to start rapping for the Lord because I thought that was corny. Growing up where I was from, it was corny. It was considered whack to do that. So I didn't. I stopped writing for 8 years. I had a moment where I was going through a heartbreak, and all I had was God. He pulled me out of that dark place, and it inspired me to write again. And when I started writing and just keeping him in mind, it changed me. So now it's like, how can I not speak about everything that he's doing, but also still be real cool about it and be real about it? Just stay true to who I am. And, some people are not going to respect it or like it because it's new. It's new to talk about God, but still talk about your struggles at the same time. But that's life. So, but that's where I am with it.
Wow, that sounds good. Obviously, he pulled you out of the troubles, and that's a good thing you did, because now you've come back with all these bangers, so it's working good.
Yeah, for sure. And it's a new life, It's definitely a life. I talk about the life I used to live in my music, but I also speak about how God turned it around.
Yeah, I feel that completely. So have you always resided in DC?
Yeah, I'm from D.C. I lived a few places like Atlanta and Buffalo, but I'm born and raised.
That's cool, and that's where you're planting your seed now in the way of like the music that you're making. And tell us about K-Rob a little bit. Like, presumably he's just seen you always rapping, and he's jumped into it as well.
Yeah, so he was always rapping too because I was a teenage mom. So he was with me everywhere when I was in the studio. Just as hard as I'm going now. When I was younger, I used to go hard the same way. So everywhere I went, he went. It's in him. It's completely in him. He's still at a place where I wouldn't call his rap, to be perfectly honest with you, CHH rap. But what I'm doing is being an example, opening his eyes, and every day more and more he speaks truth in his lyrics. But he's going to cross over. Pray for him.
Yeah, man, definitely will do. I mean, he will do. I mean, that's like what you said, your leading example. And personally, I'm a single parent as well, so I feel that, like you got to always lead your kids into the right way, haven't you? And as long as you're on that right road, then he's going to come along as well, I reckon.
Sure. You can't beat them over the head with what we know to be true. We all live once. So, he'll understand. One, I continue to be the example and see that you can make it this way, because the music industry, it looks like the only way to eat is to do it the devil's way.
Yeah.
That's how life is. It looks to us and young people. So they feel like they won't be as cool if they do it the right way. But when they see it happening and it's proven that you can do it the right way and just be just as happy.
Yeah, I feel you.
Setting an example.
All right, cool. So what's your plans for 2017? Have you got something? I mean, Love and Pain was last year, right?
It was last year. So Love and Pain, people may not really know, but it really tells a story of where I was and where I came and where I'm actually going. So as I'm recording, I'm still in the process of recording my new project. It's called Out of Body Experience. I got a few videos coming out off the Love and Pain project.
So you're going to be carrying on with that?
Yep. Give the visual of, I feel like we got to go through great lengths to tell a story of hope. And sometimes we just use our own slip-ups and failures to do it. So it's more than just the music for me as a message, but it's also, I'm sharing my life with people. Videos to come off of Love and Pain.
Yeah, I feel that. So tell us a bit like how you rap as well, though, because like you said, like you go hard now. You went even harder when you were younger. Your style is very much like that. Like you are each track, like you're really going in on the record. Is that something that you do naturally then, or is that something you're pushing for?
No, it's something that I do naturally. I just I don't write, because I'm not signed to a label. There's no pressure of doing things their way.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I write when it comes natural. I don't have to force myself to go in and record a project. I just let it flow. So it's no real, I don't go in there and like have a strategic plan on how I'm going to approach the track. I hear a beat and it moves me, I just write to it. That's
cool. And on the Love and Pain EP, you've got, obviously, apart from your son as featuring, you've also got, who is the one on Vision? Because I'm not even going to pronounce, is that just pronounced as in the letters, MSYXX?
Yeah, his name is M6.
M6, okay, there you go. And then you got, and David Knox, are they all DC artists, or is that all over?
Okay, so yeah, M6 is a DC artist, and David Knox, he's an engineer and producer.
All right, cool.